Welcome, YouTube community. This is Robert, the comic book G-Spot Galvin. Welcome to the Witching Hour, the Book with a Hook show, and my special co-host, the Catanese comic kid. There we go. Jeff.
What's up, guys? You know who it is. You know what it is. It's your boy, Jeff. What's up?
Awesome. And we have some special guests for you tonight, and a little bit of a treat and a little bit of a surprise later on. So stick around. I want to welcome my special guests. They need no introduction. You should know them. One, Hialeah Comics Bro, my brother.
Hey, what's up, guys? Super happy to be here tonight. Yeah.
Thank you for coming, brother.
Thank you for having me, man.
And then we have another guest for you guys. Here it comes. John Comics with Kids, my brother.
Man, it only took me a year of being on YouTube to find the G spot. I think it's a little bit better than I did in my marriage.
Thank you, buddy, for coming. You guys, it's a very big honor to me and Jeff. It means a lot to us. You guys have the experience, collecting knowledge. Hialeah, you and I have a lot in common because of our difference. John, you have like the voice of an angel. You got your hands and everything. You're just like right there. Sorry, but you're great. So, get on the right subject. Here we go. I'm going to try to do this really quick. And here we go. We're going to, bear with me. So, like I said to the community, this is the book, comic book with a hook. Now that I got you with the hook, it's time for a book. So here we go. This is a special shout out for a good brother of mine out there named Keep It Thorough. When I was down and was having a really rough time, Thorough has sent me an AOK. And this means a lot to me, guys. This is the first Venom, Amazing Spider-Man 300. This is a beautiful, beautiful copy. Yes, it's going to be slabbed. I hope you guys can see that okay. Can you guys see
That's
that?
gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks great, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm going to tell you guys, this is not the only thing he sent me, but the reason why I'm doing this, my book, the Hook show tonight, is very special. Thorough also threw in 90 other books.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, 90 other different books. And they were all varieties, everything from, DC, Marvel, vampire books.
He knows good books, man. I'll tell you.
He knows exactly what I like. He sent that along with this. When I did this, if you guys haven't seen it or anybody on the community hasn't seen it, I did it on I think it was Instagram. But the problem with Instagram, you only have like 24 hours, I think it is, and then all of a sudden it disappears. So I wanted to give a proper shout out to my brother out there. So everybody on the community, Thoreau's the man, Thoreau's my brother, and this meant a lot. I literally cried on camera. This thing blew me away. I was so happy. So I put this off for so many years, so it means a lot to me. So enough mush. Love you, brother. Community, thanks for coming. So on to our next one. Buddy, it's all on you. Jeff, you froze. Jeff, come back to me. Jeff, come back to me. Jeff, come back to me. Jeff.
He's stuck.
You're slowing down. What's going on? Jeffrey, come back to me, please.
Vampirella.
Hold on, Jeff. Next. Show your book. Yep, there you go. And shout out to Bueller.
Is
Why is it slowing down?
He might have to go out and come back.
Oh,
It's all right, dude. It ain't no biggie.
we're good. Okay.
down at you.
Keep going.
Red Sonia. I want to- yeah.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Go ahead, Hialeah.
All right. I'll just go. I'll go with my book with the hook. And I was out today. I picked up 90 from the airport. I went with Javi, Conquistadors, my two brothers down here in South Florida, and we went to the shop before we went to do other stuff. And Javi came across 2 books, and the guy gave it to us for an amazing price. And Chad came in, man, and he A-okayed me with the books. And
Wow.
it's God Loves, Man Kills.
Oh,
And I had been looking for this for years. I used to have these.
dude, it's sweet.
And, dude, their first printings, I was floored, man. It's just an incredible price, an incredible gesture on Chad's part. But he got me this, which is, if you haven't read this
Shout out to Chad.
Chad and the MF Comics.
Yes, my man.
This is a must read, guys. Must read. And if you got that one, you got to have this one. And, dude,
Damn.
amazing books. This is another amazing must read. First print. Man, I was telling you before the show, man, I was like, I wanted to jump up like a little girl. I couldn't believe we found those books. And I was expecting a 3rd print, 4th print, and they're both first print, man. I'm just blown away, man. Those are my books, guys. Those are must reads for any collector. It's been a great day. Yeah, there goes my brother. John.
The second you pulled that out, I was like, you know what? Mine is not anywhere near as beautiful as yours. It's definitely beat and loved, but it is an all-time great. If you're an X-Men fan and you've missed this, you're missing something special.
Yeah.
All-time great. So, yeah, it's epic goodness.
Yes. That is a definite.
I'm going to keep with Robert's theme, though, and probably share this one, which I hadn't had. I've only shared it one other time, and it definitely means a lot to me. I don't buy a lot of slabs. I only own like 10, I think.
A 9.8.
And this is the only 9.8 I've purchased in my life. And I also got it like shockingly below fair market value, which I was blown away by. My wife wasn't too happy with the bill, but I was incredibly happy all around with this book. And nothing for me. It's less about the black suit Spidey, more about this Secret Wars, which I'm a huge fan of. And it's been getting a lot of love lately, the Secret Wars run.
There's a lot of spec on that.
Yeah, that whole run. There's a lot of spec on that whole run. And I own a set of it that I've had since I was a kid that is in really good shape. I would say my issue 8 is probably 7. Like it's not like I've read it a ton, but it's still in really good shape.
You love that book, yeah. It's been loved.
It's been loved, but I'm ready for like a 9/8 set. So I'm slowly building
It would be badass.
I thought for sure I bought the most expensive one, but now they're all spiking. So I'm in a huge quandary now.
No, but I remember when you first showed that book off, and yeah, you got it for a great price. You got it for an amazing price.
I mean, people are talking 250 is like a pretty normal range for this book, and mine was in the 180 shipped range.
That's awesome, dude.
I couldn't have been happier overall, and thanks to shout out to TJ the Slab Dragon Watson, who was he was feeding me like go collect prices and eBay information and all this kind of stuff to keep me in like price ranges on all this run, and it made it very easy for me to click the eBay buy it now or what? No, it wasn't. It was a max bid or whatever price because I felt confident that I was getting it for a deal, and even if I missed out. Whatever.
Right. That's awesome, man. Very happy for you.
Great friend. Just like Thoro, for Robert, like, yeah, TJ was like a huge reason why I was able to get that book.
Beautiful. Okay, now we need to see Jeff's comic. Come on, buddy. Now you can show it.
I got you.
Beautifully.
Got you.
Oh.
I had to hook you guys with Red Sonja and Vampirella #1 from Frankie's Comics.
Beautiful.
I had to hook you guys with this book. I'm going to talk about Conan the Barbarian book here. I had to hook you guys with this so to catch you guys' attention. But I'm going to talk about this one. I actually really enjoy it. It's Conan in the future, pretty much in our time, like 2019. A bum actually finds him, so it's a pretty cool concept, I think.
I'm hearing great reviews on that. Right?
For
that story.
It's really good, guys. I actually liked issue 2. It actually like the bum actually takes him to a soup kitchen and all kinds of stuff. So a little bit of spoilers, guys. Takes him to a soup kitchen and everything. They explain to him. Like Jeff Lemire's a great writer, so I really love Jeff Lemire's writing. And is Mark Deodato Jr.'s art's great in here. That's actually what caught my attention in the first place. So got the cover B.
Yeah, that's the cooler cover. I like that cover a lot better.
Okay, so let me ask you about it. What is it about? What is that one particular about?
It's about a barbarian that comes to our time, present time.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much like Conan if he came to like Savage Avengers type stuff. But a bum actually finds him because he thinks a wizard sent him here. He thinks like a grand wizard or something sent him to our time.
Okay.
And then he's pretty much looking for the wizard. So he's hunting for the wizard, but we don't know, we don't know how he got here. But and then he sees graffiti in like a forest or in a cave that looks like the writing that actually sent him to our time. So he says, "Oh, I'm gonna sit here and wait for the portal to open." But the bum goes,
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's a limited series, right, Jeff?
Yeah, limited to six issues.
Okay.
1 to 6, so 6 issues.
All right, I want to give a big shout out right now. There is a lot. There's I think I got like 77 comments in here. Put some big shout outs to some people. We got Comics of Bueller. Start the show. I'm on the hook. Show me the hook. Show me the book. Hope that was satisfactory for you, brother. I do want you to show that book a little closer. The first one that was in the background.
This one?
Yep. The other one. Yeah, I want to see it. Just wait a minute, though.
Man.
Just gonna quick shout out. Steve Whiting. We got Steve Whiting in the house. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming. We got some surprises for you, gentlemen, tonight. For everybody in the chat, everybody on the web. There we go. There's Sam. We got Sam Tingles Web. Thanks for being here. Steve Whiting. You're pointing downwards. What was it? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Who else do we got? We got Z Collects. Hey.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to see you. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Make sure everybody gets a shout out. Z Collects. Oh, look at this. My brother. I love it. We got Thoro in the house. Where is he? Where is he?
Thoro.
There's the man. Look at that. Okay, we got go a little further. Go a little further. Sorry, guys. Oh, look at this. Da 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 da. They're talking with each other. Thank you. Hi, Leah. I appreciate it.
Hey, did you guys see?
I
Sam?
gotta watch the chat. I have Sam in the background. He's my moderator. I'm not looking at the YouTube. I'm looking at the chat through this one. I'm trying not to make.
Did you guys see Sam and Bueller the other day?
Yes.
They were all together.
Yeah.
Dude, I was crying, laughing the whole time.
Yes,
It was so good.
great.
Yeah.
We have
Those two together it's always gold.
hello there.
Awesome.
Here.
They are great.
Oh, Tabitha. Yes. Whoop whoop. Welcome to the witching hour. Correct. Oh, look at this. Let me see. We got a couple more. Let me throw a shout everybody out. There we go. Okay, I think we're caught up.
Caught up?
All caught up. Now I want to see, brother, bring that book up a little closer. This is late night TV, so everybody can see this.
Yeah.
Look at that. Redhead.
Oh my God.
Airbrushed.
What issue is that, brother? And tell us about
Number 1. Vampirella number 1. And it's Vampirella meets Red Sonja number 1. It's a pretty good issue.
Beautiful cover.
It was a pretty decent issue. I actually reread it. It's actually pretty decent.
Very nice.
But I had to order this one from Frankie's Comics. The artist is J. Francis. I think J. Francis. I think that's the artist's name.
Okay.
I could be butchering the last name, but I believe he painted it and airbrushed it.
That almost looks like a cosplay cover.
Yeah, he did. He did that. He probably painted it and airbrushed.
So it's not a cosplay cover. That's actual art.
Yeah. I think he used actual models though.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he airbrushed most of it. Like he painted it and airbrushed most of it.
Very, very nice.
Jeff, sorry.
No, you go ahead, buddy.
Jeff, that other book you showed, that's my favorite Vampy cover. You know which one I'm talking?
You mean this one
with the red bed?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
That's my favorite Vampirella cover. That is amazing.
You guys.
Put that one closer, Jeff, man. That's beautiful.
I got you.
Hold on. I'll zoom you in. Hold on.
I got you.
That's
It's late night. We got this.
That's beautiful. You know what that reminds me of, Hialeah and John? Marilyn Monroe. Big time.
Playboy, right?
I have, yes, exactly right. I have tons of Marilyn Monroe memorabilia, posters, old pictures. My wife loves her.
Wow.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff like that. Beautiful.
That's a gorgeous cover, man.
Yeah.
Fire.
Beautiful. So what is that worth on the market? Just out of curiosity. That particular
Worth for actually on Mayhew's website, it's like $40. Not bad.
Nice.
But there's two versions. There's one with roses on it, and there's one without roses. This is the version without roses.
I've seen the roses one.
Yeah, and the roses one is worth a little more.
A 9/8 slab is about 120, 110, and it doesn't go for too much, but it's gorgeous, man.
Yeah, I got one, John. John's been looking for forever. It's volume 4, issue 11 of Lucio Perillo cover.
The Perillo covers, man. There's two that are epic. Good.
Hold on, I got more Perillo covers.
He's got them all, man. He's got them all.
Of course he does. Jeff has got good taste, man.
Yeah, got that. So.
Yeah, wait. You got Miss G's attention.
Ah.
That's her favorite flower. I have been trying for many, many years. They do make, you guys, if you really believe it or not, they actually have produced a black rose, and that's one of Laura's favorite flowers. And I've tried to find the closest. I've tried ordering them. There's only one place in the entire world, and I think it's in Turkey somewhere.
Oh wow!
And that's the only place to actually grow the real black rose. I have tried for many, many years to get that rose to her. And I have our anniversaries and stuff. You know how this is.
Mm-hmm.
No, you got to be, And I got her glass encased roses that never die. So they actually are encased in glass with gold around the outside. They're really, really pretty. Wow. She's a rose lover. Bueller. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to make sure that we get everything here. All right. Let me see. So, on to this subject. Where are we here? I am trying to make sure I get my banners in here right. Sorry guys, but yeah, this is supposed to be titled this way. Okay.
You know, in high school, not to distract the show, The Witching Hour always reminds me of The Crucible. For those that don't know, it's this amazing play centered around the Salem witch trials. And I was lucky enough to have an amazing drama teacher in high school who put on a performance. The one year the school was rebuilding the theater, so they had to perform it outside.
Oh, that's cool.
And the opening of the play is a group of women who are going into the woods to perform a ritual, which and at night in an open air, right, outdoor theater with mist coming in, natural mist. These actresses going in and they're wearing like, flesh-colored unitards, so you couldn't tell. They were like stripping off their clothes, but they're not naked, but you wouldn't know. And they were doing this. When I hear The Witching Hour, the sensation of seeing that performance and that play, which is an amazing, amazing play. It's just what my brain instantly goes there when you say The Witching Hour. Yeah. I go to Arthur Miller instantly.
Midnight. And that was in high school?
Yeah, my drama teacher in high school, who was, I think at one point, the highest paid teacher in the state of California, because of the amount of work he put into theater, both at junior high and high school levels. He put on a production of The Crucible. I mean, he put on great productions all the time, and I was lucky enough to help out and be involved. But I was video recording for him because I was in the AV club or whatever, the performance of Crucible, and I knew all the actors. They were all my grade level friends, but I legitimately forgot who they were because I was so wrapped up in the characters they were portraying. It was a profound experience.
That's awesome, man. You could tell it's just by you telling the story, you could tell it affected you.
Yeah, I mean, I get chills just thinking about it. Like, I'm there, I'm got the camera, there's an audience, it all seems fake, but then the lights go down and the thing comes up and the music and the mist is coming in and the actors are on the stage and you're just like, dude, this is The Witching Hour. It is happening right now on stage. It was amazing.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And if you've never seen The Crucible or you've never read it, there's a film. It's decent, but if you ever get a chance to see the play, it is worth every cent.
Wow.
Beautiful. I like that. Very, very nice.
So sorry, I didn't mean to derail the show into
You're all good.
You actually
Witching Hour.
That was good to hear.
You got my respect, John. Sorry, buddy, but you did.
I was a theater and AV nerd in high school. That was me.
I'm a super nerd too. So hey, I hear you there.
I think we all were.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, so there was one. Let me see. We have John. I'm trying to shout out to people in the chat here. Not trying to. AV.
I did have a glee. Yeah, I was definitely a little bit of the gleeks. I was a gleek.
Yeah. I love it. Let's see here.
I saw D Runk's in the chat.
Yeah, D Runk. Welcome. Thank you for coming, brother.
Or Big Papa Runk.
You're in for a surprise. Just wait. Show's not done yet, you guys. I'm trying to relax. So
You're good.
Yeah, here we go.
You're doing a great job, bro.
Yeah, you're fine.
Here we go. Okay. So I have tried to do some posts for you gentlemen to make it a little easier. And I really want to say one big thing. Community, seriously, everybody, whoever watches this on the rewind, much appreciated your time taken out to watch this. This is at midnight. I really enjoy it. I really warm-hearted felt to all of you out there. Please, if you don't know my guys, my brothers in this community, check them all out. And I really appreciate you being here, spending some time with us. This will be an ongoing series every Saturday night at midnight. That's my schedule, so you have to deal with it.
Yeah, that's mine
And
too.
I'll
So.
say, I usually don't stay up late. And
I
this
know. I really
This
appreciate
is one of the few shows I'd be willing to do that for.
Yeah.
I usually watch the show Sunday morning before the girls get up. I get my headphones so they don't hear anything. I can just chill on the couch and enjoy it first thing in the morning.
Central. I got one guy that's 2 hours behind. You're 3 hours, right, John? 3 hours.
Yep.
3 hours behind me, and then I got Hialeah and my brother Jeff here. They're an hour ahead of me. Correct?
Yeah.
So getting the time frames is really.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. There was something I have. I was trying to I was prepping this. Oh boy, we got 10 comments just like that. Hold on. Ooh, look who's in the house. Gotta like this. We got Drew Manchu, my brother. That's right for you. Stick around. Don't go anywhere.
He's been dropping some great review videos on the
I was
comment.
just about to say that, John. I was just about to say that.
I've been paying attention. I've been watching.
Excellent reviews, man.
He is spot on.
And fast, man. He does that House of X or Powers of X Wednesday morning. It's like, wow, dude, he gets them out fast.
I'm excited to see him in Baltimore, man. The blue eyes, that deep voice. It's like, yeah, man, let's go.
Oh, dude, I'm happy for you, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see all the crazy cool people in Baltimore, man.
Bueller, watch out. Be careful what you ask for. You're in for a surprise. So hold on.
Always a good thing to find the G spot.
Yeah, you found it right here. Hold on. Wait a second. It's for the Galvin. If you got a dirty mind, that's on you.
I like that one. I always like that line.
Let me see. Okay, so what I had kind of set up for you, gentlemen. Hold on. Where is it? Come on, Robert. Okay. Try to make this simple. Here it comes. I'm going to put it right on the bottom. Do you guys, both of you, John and Hialeah, even you, buddy, Jeff,
Okay.
have any inspirational thoughts or ideas for the community to think outside of the box? And I mean not following the herd, if you understand what I'm saying by that. I'm saying being yourself, being your own person, being unique. Like John, you do your Saturdays. Hialeah, you do your own show. You do your own show. That's what I'm asking.
I will say, like, I legitimately shout Bueller out a lot, and I know he's like he doesn't want like all the attention or anything, but besides being just like supportive to me when I was getting started and giving me technical advice and all these things, some of the things Bueller was always giving me great advice, and some of the things he would say are what are you trying to offer viewers of your channel? And that was a great thing that rang in my head, is like, what is it that you want people to get out of your watching your channel? And that was super valuable advice. I didn't just try to go live and just do whatever. I was trying to think like, okay, what would an audience want to get out of that?
Correct.
And then I think the idea, what I think is the biggest challenge today, like, people want to really narrow the focus of their channel. And I've been trying to do the opposite. I really want my channel to be more than just comics, to be like, me. And it is YouTube, right? Yep. So like, I wanted it to be like movies and television and comics and my kids and the stuff that meant the most to me.
Correct.
So I would offer that challenge to other people. Like, make your channel whatever it is that you are and whatever it is that you want to offer, and then figure out a way to make sure that whatever it is you make offers something to the people that are tuning in.
Beautifully said.
Yeah,
yes.
Great.
I love that. That was awesome, brother. I'm sorry, that was awesome.
And you know what, John? What you're saying about getting the different things on your channel, the other night doing that movie show was so much fun. And I was telling friends, I was telling my family, because it wasn't comics. We were talking about something completely different. And
right,
I don't know if you could tell, dude, but I was giddy. I was nervous. I was nervous when we first went on because I'm like, oh my god, these guys know their movies. I hope I don't look like an. And man, it was once we started, I just forgot, and I just started talking and loving movies, and it was so different from just talking comics. It was a blast, man. I mean it, dude. That was so much fun, dude. So much.
I honestly, it was legitimately the same way for Fire Guy and I. And we got off the air, and it was like we were all three of us like, okay, how do we keep this going? We're doing the 80s next. What are we doing next? We got to do this again.
Bro, I was blown away, man. I was blown away. It was so much fun. It was so much fun.
It was a blast. And I've always loved the shows on my channel that weren't just one thing or another, but like had a little bit of a broad spectrum. Yeah. The first time Fire Guy Ryan and I did a top 5, and it was like TV shows and hamburgers. That's what we were talking about. Like, and I'm like, yeah, my channel says John's Comics with Kids, but like it was fun to go like wherever I wanted it to go, and that was the joy of it for sure.
Dude, that's awesome, dude. I'm freaking. I was blown away, dude. It was so much fun.
It just lets everybody know and lets you guys know that I really appreciate that, and that's why I follow you guys, and that's why I watch you, because you're being real, you're being yourself, and that's why you always will see me be like shouting out Bueller all the time. Bueller's a buddy, yeah, but you know, he does his thing, and look what his unique stuff that he's doing, his stuff he's been experimenting with.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. You know, I mean, he's putting the work in. Huge. Got to give him big kudos for that.
Oh my god, the work that he puts in, though.
Oh my god.
Him and TV and Disco. Oh my god, bro.
I still go back.
That's off.
I think I've rewatched his Stranger Things episode like 10 times at least. If you guys haven't seen it, he did an entire episode of on his channel in the theme of Stranger Things, where it was like upside down and he's grabbing stuff here and it's like stuff's hanging. You think it's normal, then it's hanging from the ceiling. It's like the dude is way outside the box.
I have to put
and the spinner rack. The spinner rack was amazing.
A lot. I have to do a shout out.
Amazing.
This is for Junior and Chu. Look what he says here. Stay positive. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay true to yourself and stop worrying about others. I don't worry about others. That's my point. What I'm saying is the first part is staying positive. Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Beautifully said, Drew. That was beautifully said. Mm-hmm. You know my point. You know what I'm getting at. That's a lot of love, brother. That's excellent. Look at this. Here it is again. G-Spot. Inside the box. In my experience. Whoa. He's hitting it. I love it. Steve Whiting. Love you, brother.
This is quickly turning into the innuendo show.
Yeah. No. Flip side. Add your personality to it and make it your own. Beautiful. Look at Miss D. Okay, real quick. What is it? Digging holes in the woods. This is curious. All right, real quick. Now it's your turn, Jeff. Answer the same question, brother.
Well, like I said, try to think outside the box. I didn't want to do everybody's, how everybody has a pull list video and everything, what they picked up. So I had to come up with something, and it wasn't actually me that came up with the idea. It was a middle school friend that actually came up with it. He actually goes, "Hey, why don't you teach people Cantonese like you did in middle school to everybody, all your friends? Why don't you do that?" And then that popped, that the light bulb popped, and I'm like, great idea. We'll call it Cantonese Comic Wednesday. So that's how CCW came to be. So I mean,
very cool.
Yeah, that's the behind the scenes for how CCW came to be.
You know what I love? I love the Cantonese part when you're actually teaching the public something different.
Right.
Man, it's so neat. I love it because I used to know Mandarin just a little bit, and that's my what do you call it? Heritage. My great grandfather was Mandarin Chinese.
Wow.
He was a Wong, and he actually owned some restaurants in New York. Yeah, from my mother's side. Really nice gentleman.
Look at that. Small world.
Yeah.
Drew, I didn't know Drew Manchu watched, man. That's a big compliment.
Yeah. Thank you for coming, Drew. I really appreciate it very much.
I think Jeff, I think there's a lot of times when you don't realize how many people watch because you see just the thumbs up or you see just the comments. But I think because of the age we're in, where people are using apps on their their computers or on their TVs, I'm shocked sometimes to hear like people comment to me in Instagram, "Oh, I saw this video," and I was like, I didn't see a comment or a thumbs up for. I didn't think through that, like how many people might have actually viewed that video. Because I know for me, like if I'm watching on the Roku, all I can do is just watch. I can't. There's no option for thumbs up. There's no option for comment. I'd have to get like my phone and go do that separately. So sometimes you're just getting a lot of views.
Yeah.
I have this damn annoying fly that's driving me crazy.
It's a guest star.
I'm really sorry tonight, but I have Thorough in there. Thorough will make it again. You guys don't worry. He'll be here again.
Yeah.
See, Drew Manchu says he's watching on an Xbox, and you can't leave a comment or a thumbs up with an Xbox. You just watch.
Yeah, I watch sometimes on my TV, and then I have to go back and if I want to leave a comment and stuff.
And I think it's hard sometimes because you don't know if somebody even saw your video. And I really appreciate if someone's got a video they want. Like I occasionally get somebody dropping their video into my Instagram saying, "Hey, a DM, I did this video. I really want you to check it out." And I make sure that I've seen it because I can. But sometimes I've already seen it, and I can say, "Oh, it was great. I'm sorry I didn't leave a comment." But like Life of Two YouTubers, she and I have been talking a lot lately, and she'll drop me a video, and I'll be like, "I've already seen it. I'm sorry I didn't leave a comment." I'll go and leave a quick comment because I'll watch stuff with the girls and on the TV and just never have the chance.
It's hard to keep up, though, man.
Yeah,
it's hard. I watch a lot of stuff, and it's hard to comment on everything. It's hard, and sometimes I just leave a thumbs up or something because it's like, man, it's tough, man. Okay, I'm lazy as hell on my channel. I just want to let you guys know. And I mainly started this to share my books because I had nobody else to share it, collecting. So that's why I jumped into YouTube. And man, I am overwhelmed that I did, man. It's just changed my life. It's made it so much better.
I love it.
Right now, I think I put a video last week. I'm just popping in on everybody else's stuff, and I'm so I got some ideas. I want to do like an interview show of mine, so I got it in the works with a buddy of mine. I kind of like that. I think I want to do the interview thing. So, but yeah, dude.
See, I love this because you know what it does. This actually shows the public who you really are.
Yeah.
The person shows your passion, your love for the comic book, your love for entertainment, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
You're sharing with the public.
It's like I can't believe it, man. People are tuning in to hear us talk, man.
Yeah, well,
I know.
And we could be having a beer somewhere in our backyard, the four of us, and people are listening to us, man. It's awesome, dude. It's just crazy.
Cheers, my gentlemen. Cheers, cheers.
I got water, but that's okay.
I got water too.
Okay. In the morning here. I got water right now.
Yeah.
No, all good. All good. Wait a second here. What do we got going on here? There's something else going on, you guys. Let me see. We are just wait a minute. What's going on? Hold on. Hope everybody can hear me.
Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The G-Spot Witching Hour contest is about to begin. For those who don't know, I'm Mrs. G, and now it's time to listen to me. Before we get too deep, let me first say, hi, Aaliyah. Hey, it's good to see ya. I'm sorry, Thorough, you couldn't make it, but you're still keeping it real. And well, now it's time for you to listen to my deal. John's Comics with Kids? Well, now we can talk about what Saturday mornings forbid. Please don't mind the hush. I'm just trying to make Travis blush. And we can't forget the Cantonese Comic Kid. Our co-host, Jeffrey813, will be giving away something sexy. You'll soon see. Now, we have some rules here. Number 1, 18 or older, please. I prefer my audience to be mature. Number 2, continental, US only, and no flies, please. Sorry, my overseas lovelies, we'll brew up something for you special very soon. Number 3, to enter, you must write a comment in the comments section at the end of this video. No replies on chat will be acknowledged. The big question is, what object was shown on last Wednesday's CCW Jeff Comics 813? The first 3 people to write a correct answer in the comments will be put in a drawing on Saturday, September 14th at the Witching Hour at the G-Spot, obviously. Now, we'll draw for these 3 lots. Lot number 1 is Catwoman. Number 4, cover by Art Gem. Germ. But he's a gem, so that works too. Catwoman number 5, again, cover art by Art Germ. Lot number 2 will be Black Cat number 1, cover art by J. Scott Campbell. I know, the glare. What can we do? And in lot number 2 also is Wonder Woman, Justice League Dark number 1, The Witching Hour, cover art by Marino and Facciardo Jr. And finally, lot number 3, Tales from the Crypt, number 36 from 1953. This is a reprint number 6 from May of 1992. Cover art done by Jack Davis. Last but not least, The Haunt of Fear, number 12. Reprint 4th time from 1973. Cover art by Johnny Craig. Now let's see how many of you can actually follow directions. Finally, I'd like to say thank you to the nerdy collective that is tonight's chat. It has been a pleasure serving you, and now it's time to seriously focus on the G-Spot. So mote it be.
Hello, everybody.
G for the win.
Did it work?
Fire. That was fire.
Woo!
Look at
Yeah!
I thought she was gonna have an envelope. I thought she was gonna have an envelope, and the winner is
Ooh,
thought it was the Oscar.
we
That was
got
awesome.
46 in the chat right now. Oh, I was dying. Dude. I hope everybody loved that. Seriously. Hold on.
Dying.
Hold on.
I was dying.
My honey.
I was dying. It had to be done.
Thanks, Miss G.
An applause.
What? No
That
standing?
was awesome.
Thank you very much, sweetheart. You're
No,
welcome.
I'm
Now you can go to bed.
I love you.
I love you too. You're such a sweetheart. So I hope everybody enjoyed that. That was from Mrs. G, my beautiful wife. And hope everybody got the rules, because that's the rules. That's how it said, exactly how she said it. If you missed it, you can catch it on the rewind. Much appreciated.
I had to refill my drink based on just how intense that was.
You guys,
With that whip.
what did you think?
It was awesome.
You
It was
know?
awesome. It
You
was
heard it
awesome.
nice and clear?
No, it was good.
It was
Okay,
awesome.
beautiful. There. Now that's a G spot right there. you guys. Love my wife. My wife, she puts up with a lot. You know, many years we've been together. I mean, my collecting habits, my hobbies. I have multiple hobbies, you know, and she's wonderful. Okay, we got here we go. We're gonna start off with some comments here.
They're going to be great. I'm telling you right now, they're going to be great.
Okay, Steve Whiting, John Comics. Here's Jeff. Wow, we had straight fire. Oh boy. And let me see. Jeff.
I thought she was going to start saying, and cinematography by.
Yeah.
This one right here. This one. Oh, no, that's
Hey, it's coming. I gotta go through that. Oh, look at this. Wow, she smashed it. Yes, she did.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Oh, wait, what is? Oh, come on. Back up. This is
too
great.
good.
Great. Look at Seawood. Thumbs up. Yep. Okay, Steve Whiting. That was great. Look at this. Thorough. Gotta love it. She crushed it. Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Hey,
Yes, she did. Do you want to know what, you guys? She was awesome tonight. We sat here, I'm not kidding, for like 2 hours in the kitchen, laughing and actually she was coming up with the lines herself. Boom, boom, boom. We were writing stuff down. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. Say that. Go to this one. Say that. Yeah, go to that one. Say that one. And then try to collage it together. She literally wrote it down, and then she rehearsed it a couple of times, trying to get this camera thing down. I don't know if this camera is good or not.
you're perfect. You're
You're
perfect.
perfect.
Trying to get it to perfect, so she's looking at the camera.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh my goodness, it was great.
Robert, I got to say something.
Yes, sir.
This is the book with the hook, but I think you just hooked Miss G.
Yeah.
Hey, you might have created a monster now, dude.
No, hey, it's all good. It's all good.
I think you hooked Miss G.
Uh-huh. She's doing it for me. She's got so many things on her plate, you guys. I mean, she does a lot of art.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she does a lot of wire art.
Hey, but think about it this way: you spent your afternoon or your morning laughing and playing around with your wife and having a great time thinking about something that you're doing together.
Exactly. And
You know,
that's the fun part. And it's nice that I can share it with her. That's
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
you know.
I feel the same way when I doing stuff with my girls and they're really enjoying it. It's like, what I just spent time bonding with some people that are the most important in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very cool.
I got nothing else. Sorry, you got on me.
It's all good. So hope everybody liked that little short little entertainment section. Let me see. Anything else would you gentlemen like to talk about tonight? Anything on your mind?
I got a question for John
Yeah.
and everybody.
Please, buddy.
All right.
Wait.
How did the girls think of them being on YouTube in general?
Oh, that's a great question. Wow. I don't know that I've ever had to answer that one before. So
Thank you.
So last year, I mean, so it's only been a year, right? It's been one calendar year that the girls have been making YouTube videos. And I will say that in 5th grade, Kate really enjoyed talking with her friends and like, hey, I'm a YouTuber. And you'd notice that every once in a while on our Saturday shows, her friends would pop up or Charlie's friends would pop up. Kate transferred to a public school, middle school this year, starting now.
Oh boy.
And she hasn't been telling everybody that she has a YouTube channel or that she does YouTube videos. I think it's one of those things where they like doing it, they enjoy doing it,
Right.
but it's like a trust circle, right? Like who do we bring in? And those kids that they've been in class and school with, and my girls have been at my private school for years,
right?
They trust those kids to come in. Kate is just starting to like pick and choose. Okay, I'll let you in the circle. I'll let you in the circle.
Right.
So the short answer is they really enjoy it. The longer answer is they don't necessarily share it freely with all their friends and family.
Okay.
I was legitimately keeping it a secret from my extended family until I think it was like 6 months in.
Huh.
And there was a Saturday morning comics where I was out in Palm Desert with my dad and my brothers, and I was like, I'm not going to skip a Saturday. I'm just going to make this video. And my dad's like, you have a YouTube channel?
I watched
my
that
brothers
episode.
they're like great. My brothers are like my best friends. We see each other all the time. And they were like, you have a YouTube channel? And they were like standing in the background or off to the side, making jokes, messing with me.
Right.
So I'm the same way. Like, who do I let in the circle? And then, of course, once you tell your dad or your mom, the world is going to know, right? My dad's telling everybody. We went to a wedding this summer, and he's telling everybody, hey, my son's a YouTube star. You got to go to his YouTube channel. So like now I've got like my uncles and my cousins popping into my chats.
It's almost like us when we were kids in comics. We didn't tell all our friends about comics,
Right.
only certain ones.
Right.
So it's almost kind of along the same lines. That's kind of cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
Do you have another question, Jeff?
Yeah, I got it. This one's for everybody, for all of us.
Okay.
How has you guys, when we started YouTube, how has your collecting changed since we started it? Since you guys all started your channels?
Who wants to go first?
I've been talking a lot. Raul, you go ahead. You take this one.
Go ahead, buddy.
I don't know that it's changed my collecting, because I've collected the same way ever since I was a kid. I like going after keys, and if they don't have to be major keys. The thing that happened to me was I felt like I had to go hunt and I had to go get a book, to show on my channel. And I've kind of gotten over that hump, and I'm just really getting just books that I love, that I find, and I'm not trying to put that pressure on to show books.
Right. Yeah.
So I've come down. I still get stuff, and I don't show half the stuff I get.
Yeah.
But I'm not really going after big books anymore. I'm staying like in that $20 to $30 range when I find it.
Right.
So I've actually calmed down. It doesn't seem like it, I know, but I have. Because I used to send a lot of books to CGC, and I stopped. I've only sent maybe 10 books this year, and they're mainly still there. Yeah. So I got over that bug. If you guys would have seen my channel, if I would have done it when I had the CGC bug, I was getting books like every month. I was getting a box. Like I got hooked on it, and
you're not the only one.
Yeah, it's addicting, man. But I'm glad I got over that, dude. And I've got mainly all the keys that I really want, the big keys. So I'm just concentrating on little things. Yeah, dude. I think I'm pretty much the same. It's just that bug that I got to have to show books that lasted for a little while, and I'm glad I'm over it, because it's like putting pressure on to get books, and I don't want to collect like that, But that's about it. I'm not the biggest talker, John. You're the well-spoken.
Oh, crap. Here I go.
That was awesome, Hialeah. That was awesome, brother.
And I think Raul is clearly where I want to be. I haven't gotten to where Raul is yet. So I definitely feel like I spend more now than I did a year ago. And I will say that it's partly because of the shows that I do with Alec and the Comic Core, where I'm talking about pull list books. And so my pull list has grown. You know, I listen to great YouTubers like Just a Rican and his comics, or Joe Ryan, and I hear about what Bueller's got for his hot picks, and I'm thinking, okay, well, you know, what am I going to enjoy reading? Because I almost never buy a book that I'm not going to read, right? I am a reader first, and so I take a lot of pride in trying to read all my books when I pick them up. And by Wednesday night, when I get on the Unlimited show, I'm like, this is the books. I've bought them. I read them. Here we go. But my pull list grows. You know, I go on a show. I do a show with Alec, and we read some hot new book like Die, and then before I know it, I've got way too many copies of Die, and I can't stop collecting the dang thing. So, you know, it's definitely increased my purchasing, but I also think it's made better purchasing. I think I'm definitely buying what I like and not what people tell me to buy.
Right.
I totally agree with you. I'm the same way. My pull list isn't that big, but I'm getting stuff that I really want. You know, and if I give a book a shot, I'm not going 20 issues in. Usually within the first 2 or 3 issues, okay, I'm going to stop. I don't like it. But if I do like it, I'm going with it. Like Die, I'm loving Die. And I kind of did the same thing you. I don't have as many issues as you, but I got different ones. You know, I think I only have 2 of the first issue, but I got a lot of little variants, and I try not to, like with the variants, I don't try to go crazy. I don't want to pay more than $20 for a variant. If it's over $20, that's it.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't want to. And I'm just being more selective. I know it don't seem like it, but I am. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, I can tell you mine. I have been trying to focus. It's been driving me absolutely insane. So I've been trying to stick with my Silver Surfer, my big love. Nolan Rad has been a big thing. Got to focus on that. I've been trying to focus on my Morbius, another character I've been trying to focus on. All these variants and stuff drive me absolutely insane. And then all of a sudden you'll see like your favorite characters show up. Like Silver Surfer Black, look at it now. It's very controversial when it comes to the art and it comes to what he's trying to show. I'm talking about Donny Cates. Wow, look who showed up in the chat, you guys. The Great Legend.
Awesome.
How are you, brother? Nice to see you. Thanks for showing up. I really appreciate it. And then we have what is it? See, squirrel.
Squirrel.
Robert, what were you saying about Silver Surfer Black?
Okay, Silver Surfer Black, an example. Donny Cates, what I like now, everybody hypes about his persona. He's the big thing right now. But the thing is, one thing he did do right, and this is what I like about Silver Surfer Black. People complain about the art, but when it comes to the story, especially 3, Bueller had a great point. We actually had him on a show, and we were talking about that in Deceased. He liked the Deceased. He was disappointed with the Black, and I totally understood why he was thinking that way. But the way I was looking at it, in an artist and a writer standpoint, was he was what's the word I'm looking for? Stan Lee. He was trying to kind of give respect to Stan Lee. That was Stan Lee's favorite character, you guys, if you didn't know that. It was one of Stan Lee's favorite characters. And he was trying to write the story in kind of the old, like, if you notice how it's written, and then if you notice how the art is in the book, it looks 60s, but you're trying to figure out what's going on here. Why are these melted covers coming into play? like the newest one with the melted cover going on. I appreciate that because I'm a fan of it. A lot of people, they're a fan of it, but then they don't like the art because of way it looks. But what's going on with him being, you see his hands black and he's being taken by the, what's the symbiote god, guys? I'm so sorry.
No.
No, the Knoll god. And then look what happened in the very beginning of the story, being sucked in the black hole. Who was in the black hole with him at the same time?
I know it was it Beta Ray Bill?
There was a whole bunch of characters in there that were mixed into that.
Yeah, and he pulled them out, right?
Yeah. And so it's very interesting to see that. That's what I'm saying. Think outside the box. And that's what he's doing.
And that's what he does. Mm-hmm.
And he's giving respect for the creator, the writing, that kind of thing. You know, and you can't forget, if I'm not mistaken, guys can correct me on this, including in chat. Wasn't it also, didn't Kirby do a lot of stuff with that too also?
About what?
With Silver Surfer? Didn't he create some of the arts and story writing for him?
I believe it was Sal Buscema.
That's what it was. That's who it was.
Or John Buscema. It might be John Buscema.
That's who it was. That's who it was. Exactly. Oh, look at this. Okay, let me see.
Bro, I was happy when you got that, John. That's a badass cover, dude.
Oh, you know what? I'm so jealous, John. John, hold on. Look at this. Just killing it. I love that cover.
I never buy expensive variants. My LCS knows if there's a incentive, it's going to cost $20-$30. I'm not the guy to ask.
Yeah.
I asked for this a month in advance, and they saved it for me.
Straight fire.
And I was like, I don't care the price, whatever it is, just count it.
Exactly.
And you used it on the slab down, didn't that win?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I was voting for him.
And I'll tell you, a little undervalued or underappreciated is this one.
Yeah, give me your. Yes.
This is issue 1.
Oh yeah, I like that one too.
I got that one. Yeah, I got that one.
Robert's looking for that one too.
This is a 1 in 10, I think, versus the 1 in 25 or 1 in 50 or whatever.
Some beautiful variants.
This is
that book, man.
Just as beautiful, just as cool, and of course the throwback to the FF.
Yeah.
You gotta love.
The reflection on the board is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Great Legend said something a little bit ago about throwbacks to the original old school, showing love for the old school.
Right.
Yeah, this cover legit makes me think of that because the FF are not in this book, but you can't connect Marvel without the FF.
Oh, we got a little throw time. Great Legend did a great job, and he didn't. There it was.
Wish he was here.
I do too. I wish you were here too, buddy.
Yeah, there's a lot of bugs going around. I know that Perry Comics' little boy, he's been sick a lot lately too.
Major X.
Okay.
Bueller, I'm going to show you something, you guys. I'm going to show you something. This is
Sam.
Great.
Put Bueller in timeout for that comment. Come on,
yeah.
now. Be a wrench, buddy.
That's great. Look at see what feel better soon. And I do too. I'm a little cute.
Yeah, we all wish it better.
All right, so I want to show you what Bueller sent me. No, sorry, not Bueller. I apologize, my brother. Hold on. Wait a minute. Here it comes. Here he goes. Right there. That's perfect. Okay. So apparently I won a lot a couple weeks back from my buddy here. It was for a book. I love Brandon Lee and the Crow. I don't have the book out here, so I'm not going to go searching for it. But it's a beautiful black and white cover. It's beautifully done. And it was on one of Thoreau's auctions, and I had to have it in my collection. This is the problem I have. I see stuff like that. That was an $80 comic book, but it was worth it to me because I love that character. Brandon Lee passed away, yes, but it was me and my wife's favorite movie was the original Crow. But apparently I won some prize, and I didn't know this, and Toro told me about it. Well, you get something special, and this
Oh,
is
boy.
being sent. This is going to be sent in the next. I donate a lot to Bueller's boxes, and I got a huge box coming up to him probably in Christmas. And this is coming just for Bueller, just because he's such a Linefield fan. Look at this poster. Major X.
Classic.
Look at the feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say prominent feet.
I hate the feet, man.
What is
I'm
up
a life.
with feet?
I'm in the Liefeld hater boat, so.
I'm
Nah.
trying not to hate. I actually have tried to watch that guy's video. What is he on?
Mm.
Is he on too much caffeine or what's the deal? I actually watched one of his videos the other day. I couldn't believe it.
He was at my not my LCS, but one of the ones that I frequent, and that TiVo, Lord of the Long Box, is like one of his LCSs, and
Is he in
he was signing a bunch of books. There was lines around the corner,
Wow.
but apparently, I appreciate. He is a salesman, man. He is a modern Stan Lee in some ways, right? Like he pumps books up, and he's out there beating the streets and all this kind of stuff.
Of course he is.
He's a salesman, and I appreciate the Americana of it.
Liefeld is king.
He knows how to market himself.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, I'll give him that. Yeah, he knows how to market himself. Yeah.
Yeah,
He does, man. He sells the daylights out of books.
Yeah.
yeah. Even bad stuff, it's good stuff.
Mhm.
If you're in the air, you're on people's minds talking.
And Stan Lee was the same way, man. Stan Lee could sell and sell and sell.
Stanley was like a Barnum and Bailey type,
Well, we got
Totally.
a big shout out here. Gutter and duct tape. Good evening. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, my brother. How you doing? Nice to see you. Big shout out to you, brother. Excuse me. Oh, look at this.
Bueller will wait by the mailbox every day till it shows up, says Steve Whiting. I love it. I love it. Too
Great.
funny, man.
That is great.
Bueller says he's hanging it on his poster, the poster on his ceiling above his bed.
I know you.
Oh boy.
Too funny.
Major feat. Yes.
Mhm.
I'm going to say, give her a quick shout out.
Oh.
Okay. 90.
Little
The flippers. Scuba flippers. Love it, though. That's awesome, brother. Hanging on poster. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to catch up, you guys. Apologize.
It's all right. It's hard. The chat moves
Yeah.
fast,
Wow, whatever. Wow.
Tonight is the fastest I've seen it.
It'll show up, brother. Trust me.
man.
You'll appreciate it. Okay. What were we on? Okay. Jeff. Sorry.
Mhm.
What else do you got, buddy?
What else I got? Okay, what are the girls' favorite characters?
Yes.
The girls' favorite characters and
know
yours, John. I know yours is Storm. I know one.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good one. I mean, I'm a Marvel guy, right? I grew up with Marvel. X-Men and Doctor Doom were like my, Doctor Doom on the villain side. I was thinking about this, like, I remember like somebody asking the question of like, do you remember your first comic or how you started? And I legitimately don't remember how it all started, but I remember my grandmother having this like old maid card game that had Marvel characters on all the cards. And Doctor Doom was the old maid, and you didn't want to get stuck with the old maid. And, it had like great artwork from all-time great Marvel artists. So there was like Ramita Senior, Spider-Man, and stuff like that. So for me, like that was like, I remember that, and then going to the spinner rack at my Circle K there in my grandmother's place and buying X-Men, buying like this whole run of Uncanny X-Men was like, this was an X-Men run that I was like, yes, Wolverine and Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved this run as a kid.
Very nice.
That was the Marauders run. That's a great run.
Yeah.
The Mutant
Yeah.
Massacre and the Marauders, so good.
Yeah.
So that was like, for me, like the early stuff that I fell in love with, the X-Men and Doom. And then my girls love female superheroes first.
Okay.
But Kate is a big fan. She I know that Legend and Kate have kind of bonded over the love for Fantastic Four. Kate is Invisible Woman first, but Team second. And then Charlie's an Archie fan. She loves Archie comics. She loves going in the dollar bin and pulling out a good Archie, Veronica, Betty book and reading it. She thinks it's hilarious, that stuff. And it has not aged for her in any way.
That's really cool.
Which is funny and awesome.
Yeah, Fantastic Four, that's one of my favorites also. There's so many. If you look at, like, for example, you look at a lot of story arcs from your different favorite characters. They cross over into a lot of different books. Fantastic Four, Marvel Tales, you name it. They cross over. A lot of people new to the community, you guys out there, anybody new watching this, real quick shout out, thumb everybody up here, subscribe to everybody, bing, bing, put a little comment down there. I'd appreciate it. Everybody on my panel would appreciate it. So, enjoy it. Sorry, I put a plug.
It's all good. Thank you.
And these guys on this panel, everybody out there in the chat, hi, Leah, John Comics, Jeff, you all have a passion just like I do.
Yeah.
Yes,
And man, check them out, please, everybody. And okay, back to the subject. Squirrel, guys. Sorry, that's me.
Squirrel.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Fantastic Four. Anyway, I gotta click on John. What was it? Yeah, pretty much. Sorry. Anyway, wait a minute. We got somebody in here. Look at this.
You got a new one.
I love it. Downright Dirty Podcast. I love this guy's show. If you guys not in the community haven't watched his show, watch his show.
Yeah.
Awesome show.
Yeah, I love him too.
Yeah, he had a tattoo artist. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
had a tattoo artist on there the other day. It was
Tattoo
really
artist
good.
and her daughter.
Yes, exactly right. It's a very good show. So check him out. He's excellent. I love his reviews are really good too. There we go. Wait a minute. Where are we? Got Faithless. Ooh, 5, but haven't read it yet. You must read Faithless. Does anybody know the good story about the Faithless yet?
No, I'm not following Faithless.
It was all right, man, but everybody's going for the covers, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
John's read it, and I've read it issue 1. I picked
It was
up
good.
those-
I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just recently sold all mine in the auction I did last weekend. But I think the story is better than people give it credit for.
Yep. Okay. Let me see. Anything else here tonight?
Hey, I got a question for you guys.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Go ahead. Knock yourself out.
My question is this. You get a book. Will you stick with the book if the art is good and the story sucks? Or if the story's good and the art is horrible, will you still stick? What's more important to you guys?
Say it one more time, buddy.
What's more important to you guys? The story or the art?
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm a story guy first. I will legitimately read.
Yep.
I still have love in my. I mean, we just talked about Liefeld. I still have love in my heart for the ending of the New Mutants run and the start of the X-Force run, and that artwork is crap. But the story still has me, so I'm gonna say story wins every time for me personally.
Agreed.
Yeah, for me too.
For us,
Sometimes the art could be, man. I don't want to get started on Liefeld, dude, but
No, go ahead, buddy. You go ahead.
dude, he just. I'm not blaming him for me being away from comics for 25 years or 20 years, whatever it was. I think it was life, getting married, bringing up kids, and I kind of went away from it. But man, the Liefeld, dude, I've never been a fan. And in the 90s, it almost seemed like everybody started copying his style. just the big splash pages and no backgrounds, and I'm more the 70s and those guys. So yeah, it's got to be the story, man. I will put up with some bad art, but because of the story. But yeah, dude, story's number one, man. If the story's horrible, there's no way I'm reading it, man. So you just can't. You just can't.
No, I agree. I'd have to agree with you. I'll tell you, I do have a weakness for art. I really do. But I have see, because that is a really good question. Oh my goodness gracious!
No, I have a love for art too.
Yeah, and that's my big thing. But the story, when it comes to my favorite characters, that's important. And I tell you, I was very skeptical, especially with Donny Cates doing the story. But then when I started reading some of the editorial notes and stuff like that, some people only skim over a book and don't read it. And an example for you, John, you did a review you did a show. It was actually very entertaining. You did a show with a judge, which was Discovery Bay. It was on
the Comic Court channel. We did Comic Court.
Yeah, but it was on one of the books.
We did it on Heroes in Crisis.
Yeah, that was hot garbage.
Underrated. And you know what, John? Sorry for saying it, but I'm going to say it. You fucking nailed it right on the head. You described that to a T, because the people out there, they don't understand in the community. They say, oh, we don't want to hear about your depressing story or you have issues or whatever. But you know what? There's other people out there that don't get the help, and they don't ask for the help because either being too much of a man or whatever it may be. There is help out there for you guys out in the community that ever need it. Just have to ask. And one thing that I thought was cool about that storyline, and you were saying it a couple times during that court thing, that was awesome. Just hit me. If you guys haven't watched that, please go back and watch it. That was under your show.
The Comic Core. It was on the Comic Core.
But that was one of their best episodes. One of their best episodes. Very good.
Thank you.
Yes. Beautifully done.
No, but I will say, I understand where Jeff's coming from, because obviously Drew Manchu, Nat from D-Comic Queen, and Jason from Misexplained, they really presented the reality that that people were disappointed by what King had presented, and the scatter shot, the little mistakes and things that he had scattered through that run, and I am happy to admit, if it comes to reading Tom King, I'm going to read The Vision, and I'm going to read Mr. Miracle way before I read Heroes in Crisis.
Very nice.
But I was just trying to argue that at least Heroes in Crisis was worthy of reading.
Yes, it was. But it also had a lot of there was a lot of things that it hit certain people out there in the community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you could see it when Alec and I Got Issues.
Yeah, big time. That was
those guys clearly spoke from the heart.
You got it. You understood what it was about. You understood what he was trying to say to the writers, that it made sense to. It was kind of making me mad, because it was very there was a lot of people that were kind of copping out on that.
But yeah, that's the beauty, I think, of comics.
About it. Yep.
That's the beauty of anything like comics or even movies. When Hilaire and I were talking movies from the 70s, it's all opinion, and so people can have their preferences, and that's awesome. And I think what's great about this community is we don't hate on people for liking one thing or another and disagreeing. And Jason and I teased each other, but at the same time totally respected the different opinions. And now it's flipped, because I'm hating on Deceased and other people are loving on Deceased, and it's hey,
you don't like Deceased, really?
I just don't. I really don't. I will say I'm not as good as Jason. I've only read 2 issues. I did not read past issue 2.
You really? Okay. What is it you didn't like about it? Just out of curiosity.
So we read issue 1 for book club, and I will say that the writing was scattered. I will say that the use of 4 artists was awful. That first issue is, in my opinion, hot garbage, and just makes little sense. and I'm still, to my core, bothered that nobody seems to care that Hal Jordan is basically wasted as a character. Everybody loves Hal Jordan and talks about Jeff Johns' run, and then what they did to him in Deceased is a crime to Hal Jordan. How does Hal Jordan get killed by the birds of prey, or what is it? Black Canary. How does Black Canary kill Hal Jordan? Somebody please explain that to me, because it still makes no sense.
Oh my God.
We love Hal Jordan and Jeff Johns, but we're willing to say, oh yeah, Black Canary can totally take it.
I can give you that. I'll give you that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It makes no sense. And I hear the new Deceasoning issue that dropped this week with
you like that
Mr.
one better,
Miracle.
I think, John.
I heard that was great, and that's
you'll like that
more
one
up
better.
my alley because it's Big Barda, it's Mr. Terrific, it's the stuff I would dig.
Yeah.
So I'm
Blue Beetle.
curious to read that one.
Yeah, it's Blue Beetle in there, and
Yeah.
you'll like that one better.
Booster Gold, yeah. That's more
Yeah.
my jam.
Yeah.
Part of me was just really offended by the Hal Jordan sequence in the way they wrote it, the way they drew it. They didn't even show him dying. Like, they even cut that whole sequence. She opens her mouth, they cut to other stuff, they come back later, and he's dead.
Okay.
Like,
I'm a Green Lantern fan too, but I'll give it that.
Issue 1 was flawed. Issue 2 didn't get a whole lot better for me. I hear issue 3 was
3
the
got
one
way
that
better.
fixed it.
Yeah, 3 got way better. Yeah, 3 explained
And
a little more.
by then I was like, I'm done wasting money. I'm done. So, but again, I'm on the other side of the fence on this one, right?
Yep.
Like, it's the Heroes in Crisis thing. Jason, to his credit, Jason Misexplained was willing to pick up every single issue of Heroes in Crisis and read it and spend his money on it just so that he could debate it with me. He was like, hey, he's like, why am I wasting $5 a month on this?
Sure. I dig that. I can agree with that. What is it? We got real quick shout out here. We got a new guy here I don't think I've ever seen before. Hunter Thomas. Thank you for that, buddy. I appreciate that. And we got another one here from him. Story first.
Foro's got a great comment there.
Yeah,
Thorough got a great one too.
Looking for it right now.
It's the very last one on my feed.
Got it.
On mine too.
When Hal Jordan was infected and no longer held the same will possession of the ring as to why Black Canary was able to take him down. Ooh.
So my feeling is that either sorry, it's what bothers me. Either he has the will and can control the ring, or he doesn't.
Ironically, issue 3,
he's got a little bit of the willpower.
No, but ironically, issue 3, Canary actually gets the ring, so that's pretty funny. I think
that would be cool. I'd be down to see that.
Canary actually has the ring now, so that's pretty interesting.
That could be cool.
Yeah.
I just feel like either he has the power or he doesn't. Either he turns into the whatever. It's not a zombie, whatever. He turns into it, and he doesn't know how to use the ring, or he turns into it and he does know how to use the ring. I just don't get the he kind of knows how to use the ring.
Gotcha. Okay.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
You got your point, and I got mine. So
see, that's what's cool about this.
It'll be Comic Court Part 2 very soon, I'm sure.
We can debate this and talk about this forever. You know, it's great. Oh, wait a minute.
Jason will call Jeff to testify in Comic Court Part 2.
I'm down. It's just it'd be on a Saturday though.
Right?
Love it. John, the show is based on deceased books that were books the hook phrase was coined. Wow, Bueller. Wow. Wait, what is it here?
You can tell that a DC lover.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I got no game with this. Taking this game.
Smoking. Yeah. Sam, look at this. Yes, he does.
Thorough knows his shit, man. Thorough knows his stuff.
He does. Wow. If you want to know your Batman, anything
Yeah,
Batman,
Yeah,
gosh,
that's thorough.
swear to God, that's thorough.
Thorough knows his books, man.
I just got done. I was just telling him I just got done watching. That was really awesome, by the way. Hush, Batman Hush, the animated version. I have not read the books yet, and now I need to read the books.
You do.
The animation was the story. I loved it. Sucked me right in.
Now that I hear they changed some things, so don't be too bothered if it's not exactly the same.
That's usually what happens. And then that's
Yeah.
usually what happens.
Ironically, going hunting with Steve, we actually found first appearance of Hush in the flea market for $20.
What?
Yeah,
Did you
we
buy
actually
it?
saw we saw it. The guy put it out, but it's a little more. It's a little less than $20. There's more damage on the book than yeah. I think it's worth less.
I think like the B cover or something on that book. I think isn't that Thoro's Holy Grail
Yes,
that he
it
got a
is.
few months ago?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
His
And,
wife-
The one when Batman's like posing on the rooftop.
yeah, Slim Jim.
Yeah.
I got
Something
that.
like that. Yeah, I remember he showed it. It was a
Yeah.
beautiful book.
Yes, it is. Thomas Hunter. I have to wait till I have all the books in the series before. Do you know what? Sometimes I do the same thing.
Yeah, me
I
too.
agree with you there. And you're just dying to read it. Yeah, I totally agree.
I do that sometimes. Sometimes I can't wait, man.
I
I can't wait sometimes. It depends on the book.
Yeah, well, I'm
Sometimes I
trying.
wait on the trade and stuff.
I tell you guys, what was it? I read it out loud, I think, to Thorough. Does anybody have issue 3 on hand?
Of what?
Issue 3.
Deceased?
No.
Dang, I put mine's in the box. There's a great line in there, and it's when I think it's issue 2, and it was actually with Harlequin when she shoots Joker in the chest with a shotgun. Sorry, giveaways. This is spoilers. So
I think it's okay.
It's late night. Where it's
she shoots
okay.
a shotgun, and she's like getting over her traumatic experiences and abuse from the Joker, and she blows him in the chest. And then she's like, "Oh, this is kind of like exhilarating. I'm making up things now, but it's pretty much the same as the story." And oh, that was exhilarating. I feel so much better. You hump of flesh, as he's laying on the ground, and then all of a sudden she goes, "Oh, I think I just dripped blood. Little weird." It threw it in there, and I was like, "What? Did I read that right? I had to reread it." I did read what I just read. I'm like, "What?" But anyway, sorry to get off the subject. Squirrel, you guys.
Squirrel.
Yeah, there you go.
I forget.
What do we at?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
like when he goes on the
was a
rant.
squirrel moment right there. That was a squirrel.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. Went a little off.
I've had several tonight.
Yeah. Dude, this is great. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, the line hot garbage came from Thorough though.
Hold on, buddy.
The hot garbage line came from Thorough. So Thorough's line is always when he talks about the cover, if it's hot, if it's a good cover, if it's
Yep.
hot garbage, that's from
Yep.
Thorough. That's all from
Exactly.
Thorough.
You're exactly right.
Thorough likes using it, so thought we would,
Yes,
give him a little shout out. In the
there we go.
squirrel.
What has he got down? The little rats? I love
No,
it.
squirrel.
Is
Squirrel.
it squirrel?
Squirrel.
Yeah, squirrel.
No. Squirrel. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. Anxiety waiting drives on me bananas. Yep, it does. Long Jingli art. There we go. Okay, I think we're caught up now. Okay, gentlemen. Now, I think we're going to wrap this up. Hour and a half. I think it's pretty good. I really appreciate all you gentlemen showing up at this show. Much love. Seriously. Everybody out in the community, I'll do my shout out at the very end. John, this is your time to say anything you want. But
I've had way more than my time.
about your show.
I'm going to say I've got a show tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific with Bueller. We're going to be talking about movies that are streaming that you should check out. So skip it or stream it on my channel at 5 o'clock Pacific tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern. But The star of tonight, if everybody just skips all that I just said, Mrs. G killed it.
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Thank you,
She
guys.
threw us all
She was the
around.
highlight. She was the highlight. She was the highlight. The high point in our little discussion tonight.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Hi, Leah. Anything, buddy? Go ahead. You, brother. Anything
I'll be on tomorrow on Conquistadorks at 1 Eastern. We're gonna be doing our Silver Age Sunday show. I'll be on Chad 90MF. I'm on everybody else's channel. 90MF Comics. We'll be doing our what's the name of that show? Anyway, it's a Wednesday night show. It's 8:00. We talk new books we've read. We do the stash or trash, which is a blast. Everybody gets the point. You know, Javi puts up variants, and we stash or trash them. You know. And I might be coming out with a video. I got a spec video. I think I'm gonna put something together. So I think that's it, man. Thank you for having me. Miss G killed it. Robert, John,
thank you,
Jeff, man. Love you guys. Thank you so much, man.
Dude, I have to say to you, Hialeah, I like your spec ones that you do on some of the newer ones.
Yeah,
it helps me because I have a lot of those books you mentioned. And I'm just like, wow, it really helps.
Some of them are starting to pop. Some of them that I've gone over are starting to pop. So it's kind of cool
no kidding.
So
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Slash it or strash it. Just
Trash
it really quick. Starting late. Don't worry, downright nudie Pentecast. You're going to see a nice little treat from my Mrs. G. All right, brother.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, it's all you, brother.
All right, guys. You guys know I got Catanese Comic Wednesdays on Wednesdays. Episode 31 drops, so keep an eye out for our little contest, our little symbols, our stuff, so you guys can win some prizes. And then I'm on Books with a Hook on Saturday nights at 1:00 Eastern Standard Time. The 12:00 PST and West Coast time is 10, right, John? And then
yes, indeed.
I'm on. Okay, and then I'm on Silver Age Sundays with Hialeah, with Conquistadorks. Every once in a while, 90. Steve Whiting, we're on Conquistadorks channel, and that's pretty much it. What you got going on, Robert?
Well, it's going to be the same as always. Real quick, big thank you to the community. Really appreciate you guys for coming. Like, subscribe. If you want more information, hit that bell. Helps us all. All of my panel on tonight, please subscribe, like all their stuff, watch their stuff. Got great information. What else can I say? Love you guys, really seriously. Appreciate you spending your time here. Just gonna do a couple of quick shout outs. We got 6 more. Nice art on the wall. Yeah, nice art on the wall. Just give you an example, everybody out there in the community. This is a piece of artwork that was done for me by Comic Spectre. He hired somebody to do this.
Oh, wow.
Silver Surfer. And I have to get his name right. It's driving me crazy. Mrs. G here could help me. His name is Christopher Capleo. Cablo. I can never say it correctly. I'm so bad. His art, he's actually got an Instagram account. What I will do, because you guys were kind of a secret tonight, I will post all of their links in the bottom of this on YouTube. You'll see it in the description. So everybody's links to their channels, Hialeah, John Comics with Kids, Jeffrey's channel, and this artist will be on there. He's got an Instagram account. Awesome artist. He does great stuff. But Galactus with his hand out and Silver Surfer coming out of it, absolutely beautiful. He killed it. But real quick, I think that's about all tonight. You guys on the panel really quick. Trying to get that out of there. And let's see here. Go up to the top. You guys, can you please not go anywhere until I'm done?
Are you okay with me?
All right, guys. Love you. Love the community. Thank you so much for showing up. Next Saturday, midnight, I'll be back. Hopefully we'll have some guests. big surprise. Surprises are waiting.